finesse got
Such a beautiful intro. Give it up for Chanel Red, the mastermind behind that little boppity do there that just makes you dance. Soulja Boy, if you see this and you try and sue us, just come on the pod. Let's talk it out. We'll hash it out. It doesn't have to be like that. We know you like credit for everything that you do for doing it first. So whatever. Just come on the podcast. It'll be all right, man. I'm Jay Marvin.
I'm DJ Q, the Soul Assassin.
And you are now watching Get Up Off the Couch podcast, where we celebrate and make space for the creators, the entrepreneurs, the trendsetters, and the go-getters. And we have a trendsetter. When you look up the word trendsetter in the dictionary, there's going to be some faces. There's going to be some people that pop up. And we got one of them, because everybody says they're at the start of something, but everybody ain't at the start of something. This brother was really a part of the movements that helped shape hip-hop as we know it today. So we are super blessed to have none other than our good brother here. You want to introduce, man? I'm going to give you
DJ Scratch.
Give it up for DJ Scratch.
What's happening?
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You immediately increased the quality of our platform. Like our price just went up. our price went up, man. Now, thank you for being here, man. Look, there's so much that we could talk about, and we're going to get into what you're doing now, because that's equally as important. We want to give you a platform. But we got to go back, man. We got to take it. What did it say? We going to take it back.
Yes, sir.
We got to talk about the beginnings, man, the humble beginnings. What was a part of the moment that you understood that there's something here, there's a fire happening in me, I can't put this thing down, I got to chase this thing called hip-hop, I got to be a part of this? When did that happen for you?
Well, it wasn't a thing. It wasn't a business then.
Okay.
I was just a little kid doing what my older brothers were doing.
Yeah.
How little kids, you follow what your older siblings do. So it wasn't a business. It wasn't, DJs. It wasn't a hip-hop DJ. Wasn't an occupation back then. So I was just doing what my older brothers were doing. And, once they got into girls, I just kept doing what I was doing.
Right.
And then I didn't know that I was good at it until I did it outside with other DJs, and I was still way younger than other DJs. So it wasn't really anything to really drive for at the moment.
Right.
It was just you just doing what you see your older brothers doing and what kids are doing outside.
Yeah.
That was really it.
Yeah. Do you think that's a part of? And I don't want to get into a mudslinging contest about what music is today versus what it was back then. But do you think that's a part of the fiber of what's missing? Is that once it became such a business, the desire of why you were doing it changed. I think, like you talked about, you hit on something important. You weren't doing it because it's going to lead me to do it. You were doing it because you loved it, because your older, brothers and sisters, people were doing it around you.
Right.
And there's no thought about, man, we're going to make it this. It's like there's love there.
Right.
Do you see a lot of that missing in what's happening right now?
Yeah, because it's about money. It's a business now.
Sure.
It's $1 billion business. So you see people that, let's say somebody who never rapped before, they see somebody that never rapped before wind up being on TV and having these songs on the radio. They're like, shit, I can do that.
Yeah.
And it becomes a lot of that.
Yeah.
So it's you rarely see the love, but you can tell the ones who actually love to do it.
Right.
And then you can see the ones who are in it for the money.
Yeah.
It's self-explanatory.
Yeah, I mean, there's still, and that's not to say there isn't people still changing the culture now that are doing it. You could tell got that
right. You
DNA.
can tell the ones who love to do it.
Yeah.
They have the passion.
There's shout out to Tyler, the creator. He's a gym rat too, man.
He's a beast.
Project just dropped. You could tell he's somebody that just came to mind that I've just listened to his project.
Yeah.
You could tell he loves it, man.
Beast.
He could care less. Speaking of that, who were some of the first people that you saw in your neighborhood that was like, wait a minute, they're not driving the same cars we was driving. They not wearing the same clothes. Like, were there people that you guys identified like something's happening with them? They're making some money from doing this.
The Hustlers.
It was the Hustlers.
That's it. The Hustlers. Yeah. Everybody looked up to the Hustlers.
Yeah. So this was even before the music was popping. They were the guys.
The Hustlers. Yeah, the Hustlers. You see the cats coming through.
Yeah.
The flashy clothes, the jury. It was the Hustlers.
Yeah.
Right now, you see the cats with the jury. That's hustler culture.
Yeah.
It's not hip hop culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How did you start seeing it become intertwined? Because somewhere along the way, it literally became like they were entwined. They became in concert. Like, did you see that in your come up where it was like, okay, these guys now want to be in this space, or vice versa? Because all the cats wanted to be like Hustlers, but at some point the Hustlers wanted to be in music. Like, did you start to see that transition?
Yeah, I saw all of it, honestly. But really, it was just the Hustlers wanted to get into the music business to clean up,
right?
To get out of the street.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Not even really to, to wash their money, because they didn't even know about washing money at that time. But it was just to do something legal at that time, because it was cats back in like 85, 86, just in Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem.
Yeah.
Sitting with like $2-3 million in the house, cash.
Yeah, wow.
And were too young to do anything with it.
Yeah.
And didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Wasn't old enough to get credit, build credit. Didn't have the knowledge of building credit.
Right.
So those things, you just sitting with money in the crib. So
just wanting to spend it.
I
can't imagine being like, what we doing with this money, man?
Had enough money to literally buy a block.
Yeah.
But didn't have the knowledge to do that at that time. But yeah, the Hustlers wanted to get into the business to become legitimate. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the artists wanted to be like the Hustlers, because they got the jewelry, they got the flashy car, they got all the women. So it was, you started seeing both things coming together.
Yeah.
And where it got messed up is the artists started thinking they were hustlers,
right?
Instead of just being an artist.
A bit of an identity crisis going on there.
Yeah, that's what I started seeing happening.
What kept you from going that route? What was the aha moment where it was like, man, I like the flashy cars, I like the jewelry, but there's something over here? Was it a person? Was it a moment that kept you from joining that street life?
Oh, I was the street.
Oh, you were the street?
Yeah, I was the street. You know what I'm saying? I was the street. I was just nice at the turntables. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was a hybrid with it. You know what I mean?
Okay. I don't know how much we can do the particulars you get into.
No, we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about the particulars. What was the... when did it start making sense for you on the music side? Like, what was the okay, this is, I made the right choice. This is where I'm going. Something's happening. There's a progression here. What was that first aha moment?
Well, really, I started seeing like when Run DMC got turned into megastars.
Yeah.
At that time in the 80s, and then I got an offer to go on tour with Run DMC.
Wow. Shout out to Run DMC.
Not by Run DMC, but by their manager at the time, Leo Cohen.
Okay.
I met Leo Cohen one day, and I still didn't believe it was going to happen. But he was like, "You want to go on tour with Run DMC?" I didn't believe it.
Yeah.
And once that happened, and next thing you know, I'm in London opening for Run DMC,
How did that make you feel?
It was surreal. It was surreal because that tour was all over Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Japan.
Yeah.
So that whole time it was like I'm literally standing in places that I read about and had tests about in school. So that's what I was thinking about at the time.
Yeah.
Like when we got to Rome, I'm like, that's the Roman Colosseum. I had a test on this. when they taught us about the Holocaust and all of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
When I was in Germany, I stood where Hitler stood, where he held his rallies.
Wow.
And I took a piss right there.
Right, as you should have.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so those are the things I was going through my mind at that time. Like, I'm literally standing in historic places that I read about in school. And who would have ever thought I would be standing there, kid from the projects. It was like, I took French in school. I didn't take Spanish because there was Puerto Ricans everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wanted to learn a different language, but I didn't take it seriously. I just did it enough to pass.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm never going to France. And then a few years later, I'm in France.
There you are.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was really that.
Yeah.
Were you nervous in front of all of those people?
No. The bigger the crowd, the more excited I get. And that was like that even in the hood before I made it to a stage when I'm just doing block parties. Like the block parties was always like 5,000 people. Mm-hmm. So I was never shy of the big crowds. I was already DJing for the big crowds before I made it to the stage.
Yeah, you feeling that energy from the people just seeing out there. Yeah.
Watching Run DMC and seeing them on tour, did that start to like put a battery in your back? Like, okay, these guys are rock stars over here. I want more of this. Like, I want this to be my thing.
Yeah, I used to watch Jam Master Jay.
Sure, yeah.
I just studied him.
Jam Master Jay.
Yeah,
Legend.
I study him every night. You know what I mean? And just watching what he do. Like, I'm not a rapper, so of course you're gonna watch Run DMC, but I studied Jay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, if I ever get with a group, I need to learn to do what he do. Every aspect of it, the technical parts, everything. So I watched Jay.
What was it about? I'm glad you brought that up because so many people, sadly just skip over his impact on the group. What, being in the spaces that you've been in, what can you tell people that he actually was doing that made him so special? Why was he so integral in Run DMC? Like, what did he do?
Being on time.
Shout out to being on time, man. Black folks. Being on time.
I ain't talking about showing up to a show. I'm talking about during the show.
Yeah.
Being on time. Well, Run DMC never had to look back at him.
No,
If
you already knew what to play and when to play it.
DJ Run.
Right.
And he got it. Boom.
Yeah.
Right.
Jam Master J. And he got it. You know what I mean? So
yes, he did.
it was all
back
about
there
that.
conducting that thing.
Right.
And then I watched how, if anybody watches football, they would call audibles. Mm-hmm. Audibles meaning they just change the show, change the script mid-show, and Jay would have it.
Yeah.
So I studied him. He was a master of the stage.
Wow. That's a beautiful thing, man. Yes. I think people don't fully understand why what he did was so special. So to hear somebody have a front row seat to what he was doing, that's...
Not to mention you playing vinyl and you're in arenas. So you got 18-inch woofers on this side. You got monitors. So the bass is making the record skip.
Yeah.
So he taught me how to adjust the feet of the turntables.
Wow.
So it'll catch the vibration, or if they're jumping a little too hard on stage, hold the turntable up until the song is over.
Wow.
So all of those little things.
That's experience, man.
I studied Jay. Yeah.
That's experience you don't get in a classroom or a tutorial. You got to be in front of legends getting that experience.
Amazing.
So you come off of the tour, you're seeing this, probably got this new, fresh energy. What's the next move for you? What's the okay, how am I moving now to get back into spaces like that?
Well, fresh off that tour, once we got back, I didn't think I'd never see them again. Because, if we on the road and, you cool on the road and all of that, and you be like, all right, we cool because we out here, but I ain't going to never see these cats again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a week later, Jay called my crib and was like, yo, there's an EPMD show in Jersey. You want to go? And I'm like, hell yeah.
First of all, who is it? Second of all, are you serious?
Because I gave him my number and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he pulled up to the projects, picked me up. We came to a show in Jersey, and EPMD was performing with somebody else. I can't remember who else was on the show. But what I did notice is that while EPMD was performing, their bodyguard was on stage behind them with a reel-to-reel, with a half-inch reel-to-reel, hitting start and stop. The DJ wasn't there.
Right.
Wow.
And I'm like, this is whack.
Yeah.
Excuse me, this is whack. So, they perform the song, they go back to him, I hit stop, hit start, play the next song. And after the show, Jay took me on their tour bus and was like, yo, man, that tape shit is whack.
Yeah.
Y'all should take my man on the road with y'all. You know what I mean? He just won the new music seminar.
Yeah.
He just toured the whole world. This nigga's nasty on the set. And it was like, nah.
Wow.
It was like, nah, we good. And at that time, they had went through 2 DJs already. They lost 2 DJs. The first DJ and the second DJ. So at that time, they was like, we good on DJs. You know what I mean? And I understood that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know why at the time, but they was just like, nah, we good. And Jay was like, look, as a favor for me, take him on the road for a week.
Wow.
And if you don't like him, send him home. And they couldn't say no to Jay.
Jay was putting his neck out. Yeah.
It's not even that.
Jay again.
Put that stamp on it.
Yes.
He was like, yo. And they couldn't say no to Jay.
Right.
Because the tour previous of that, Jay let EPMD ride on their tour bus because they didn't have a tour bus because they're new artists.
Jay showing up.
So Eric and Paris was sleeping on the bottom bunk on the tour bus.
Yeah.
And if you see interviews with Eric Sermon, he says, he's like, yo, I would see the Adidas walking by like, oh shit, that's Ronnie. Oh shit, that's D. Oh shit, that's Jay.
No.
So they couldn't say no to him.
Yeah.
For that favor.
Yeah.
And after that, they was like, yo, all right, cool. So meet us at LaGuardia Airport on Tuesday at 4:00. And back then, you can go straight to the gate.
Right.
Back then.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool. And I still didn't think that they were gonna be there. You know what I mean? But Jay was like, look, once they see you do your shit, they never gonna let you go. And he was right.
Wow. That is preparation meets opportunity, kids.
Yeah, you got to follow the 5 Ps.
5 Ps, absolutely.
5 Ps.
Man, that's an amazing moment. So you're coming into this. Jay is giving you amazing alley-oops and setting the stage for you. There was already some hesitation based off of past experiences. Yeah. How long did it take for them to be like, okay, yeah?
After the first show.
First show, one and done.
After the first show.
Did you have a chip on your shoulder? Like, oh, they're gonna take me on the rest of this.
Man, I was just taking it. I just was on a world tour.
Yeah.
So if anything didn't happen after that, I'm totally good with it. You know what I mean? So I was just cruising at that point. So if they take me, they do. I'm gonna do my job, and if they don't, I'm back home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
After the first show, what did they say to you?
Yeah, after the first show, they was just like, yo, you want to stay? You want to? Because before the show, they was just like, yo, so what you gonna do that's so special? And I was like, I'm gonna cut. I said, just stop your tape in the middle of the show,
right,
and just follow my lead. I'm gonna just start cutting up, and he's like, what you gonna do? I'm like, all right, I'm gonna cut up, rock the bells. I'm gonna cut my elbows. I'm gonna take my sneaker off. I'm gonna take my shirt off. I'm gonna pull out my dick. I'm gonna cover my dick. I'm gonna run around and turn. So they thought I was being sarcastic,
right?
Because they were being sarcastic.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, whatever. So middle of the show, they stopped the tape, and they never gave me an introduction. They was just like, yeah, scratch, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, they wasn't fucking with me.
Right.
And totally understandable because they already went through 2 DJs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So so I'm an implant. You know, their 2 DJs were from the neighborhood.
Sure.
So I'm an implant from Brooklyn. So they just like, all right, scratch. And they're shaking hands of, with the fans in the front of the audience.
Yeah.
But they notice the crowd is screaming, but they're looking past them.
Wow.
And when they turn around, they see I'm doing everything I said. They're like, oh shit. Yeah, get him, Scratch. That's our DJ. And And after that show, they was like, "Yo, you want to stay?" I'm like, "Absolutely, yeah."
Rest is history.
Yes,
Yeah, rest is
yes,
history,
yes.
Shout out to them brothers.
Now, how old were you when this is happening? And did you have the name Scratch? Was that like, how did you get that name? How did that name come?
Because I scratched with every part of my body on the turntables.
Wow.
I was 19 at that time. Yeah.
Wow. That's
19.
amazing. So take us through the highs and lows, the good and bad EPMD, because you're a part of history at this point, whether you realize it or not. I don't even know if you, and maybe you could talk to that, but being on tour, seeing Run DMC, and then you're transitioning to working with EPMD, you are carving out history.
Yeah.
What is that like for you? And do you even realize in the moment, or are you just, again, you're just like, hey man, I'm doing what I love.
I'm just doing a job at that time. Because like I said, like everything that we were doing, everybody was for the first time ever.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not like, like let's say an artist now, they can come out and do all of these things. It's been done before. So they have
you can compare it to something.
They have not even a comparison. They have a template to go on.
Okay.
We didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? So it was just everyday work. I'm show up on stage, do the show, off to the next city.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was just really that. It was just work for me. And I'm like, I need to make some money because I was making a lot more money on the street than this.
Sure.
So and I had a kid on the way. So I was the first one with a kid out of the crew as well. So it was just work for me. Just work.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun, but it was just work. I took everything serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I had a kid, so
that changes your mentality.
yeah, I'm not going to no after parties unless I'm DJing. Show straight back to the hotel, get on the bus, go to the next city. Yo, we going to hang out? I'm not hanging out.
Right.
I got to get back to this baby at home. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have FaceTime or none of that back then. So now I'm missing first Christmas,
Right.
first Thanksgiving because we on the road. You know what I mean? So so it was just work for me.
Yeah. You said something that makes a really interesting dynamic. You're talking about people don't have that template. So what was that like? Because you guys are just like, you're trying stuff at that point.
Yeah.
What did you discover? Some of the things where it's like, hey, let's just see if they like it. And, like something that maybe stuck with you.
Well, not even that. Like, I knew what the crowd would like because I was a DJ before.
Right.
I got with them. Like, I was DJing in skating rinks, USA skating rinks in Queens.
Yeah.
Just different spots. So as a DJ, just a club DJ, I know songs that, that people are going to like. And then by touring with Jam Master Jay, like I said, I studied him.
Yeah.
So when I did get with EPMD, every city we went, I went record shopping. So I would go record shopping for breaks.
Yeah.
And I would ask, what's the hottest song in this city? They would tell me whatever that song is. I'd get 2 copies of it. And at sound check, I'll break it in, cut it up, and I'll put that a part of my solo every night. So when I do a solo every night, whatever the hottest record is in that city, that's the record I'm cutting up.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Because when that record come on, everybody gonna go crazy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because even back then, let's say like Milwaukee was the first show I did with them. Detroit, like every city has their own hip hop.
Right.
It didn't make it outside of their cities yet at that time.
Yeah.
But every city had their own stars. So I'll play whatever hit record it is.
Yeah.
That's the shit I'm gonna cut up.
Yeah.
No, but that's a dope idea. That was creative. No, I haven't seen no other DJ do that. Me just being at the little parties I have been.
Yeah.
I have not, in different cities, I have not seen nobody do that.
Yeah, and this was back in 1988. Yeah.
Yeah, I even noticed that too in '96. Even going to Atlanta, like what they was playing down there, they wasn't playing up here.
Right.
So you have to understand what your crowd is and what you need to do when you on that stage with them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and of course New York records banged everywhere. That's why we on tour.
Right.
But I just wanted to make it a little more personal with each crowd,
Right.
Yeah.
each city. Like, oh shit, he cut up our shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to do that.
Now, when did the production element to what you do start? When did you start thinking about like, okay, love this DJing part. You are a part of the culture as is. But when did you start seeing like, okay, I want to, there's something more I want to add to the hip hop experience?
Well, I was producing since 1983. The first record I produced was in 1983 because back then, DJing, rapping, and producing went all hand in hand.
Right.
If you notice, Run from Run DMC never calls himself an MC.
Right.
He calls himself DJ Run. Back then, the DJs rapped.
Yeah.
So we all rapped, we DJ'd, and if you're the DJ, you're responsible for the song. So if you go in the studio and do a demo, it was the DJ's job to come up with that beat.
Right.
So I was a producer by default.
Okay.
And even when I got with EPMD, they thought that each group produced their own music. That's why we produced our own albums.
Wow.
They didn't know that you hire a producer.
Right.
We didn't know about that part. So we didn't know that that other producers produced LL Cool J, De La Soul, Big Daddy Kane, Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah.
We didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because we didn't talk like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when it's time for us to do an album, we pulling our records together. We go
Making
in the
it
studio
happen.
and make records.
Right. Now,
So-
talk about that process, because that in itself is probably, I know some producers are like that. I don't even understand. You're bringing records into the studio to chop up different pieces of the.
Yeah.
I mean, literally sampling, and it's in real time. But thinking about doing it that way is kind of mind blowing, because that's like the genesis of sampling.
Yeah.
You know, like, what was that like for you? Because again, you guys are doing stuff at the beginning of it. You're the epicenter of creating the culture.
Yeah, well, back then, what I did notice that Parrish was a DJ. Parrish actually had a record before EPMD,
Okay.
the Rock Squad. The vinyl was out there. You see Parrish holding a 1200 on the album cover. So he had records, and Parrish produced most of the first and second album because he was already
Right.
had records and shit like that. So when I got down with the second album, I came in with beats. I produced Who's Booty on Unfinished Business. But I gave them other beats that they
Right.
didn't use.
Yeah. These are the stories
But-
we love.
We were just making records, man. We just making records. Eric would come in with some shit. Parrish would come in with some shit. And what I did notice about them, and honestly, I didn't know anybody's process because I wasn't around other rappers like that.
Right.
But what EPMD used to do, what Eric and Parrish used to do, they would get the beats together, and then they would go away. They go like Bear Mountain or some shit like that, and stay in a cabin
Yeah.
and write the whole album. And when they finish writing, they come back, and then they start laying the vocals. They give me the song. Come up with scratches for this, come up with scratches for that, and that's how we would make these
Right.
records.
Yeah.
Dope.
Now, I know it was probably kind of taboo back then, but I'm wondering, did you have other people like, yo, we saw what you did with these guys, love for you to come over and do, because like the DJ you were a part of the thing back then. So were people even asking, or did they just kind of know like, nah, we don't mess with scratch, that's EPMD's?
Once everybody saw me with EPMD, everybody wanted me to DJ for them.
Sure. Yeah.
And honestly, even before that, because before I went on tour with Run DMC, when I was discovered by Leo Cohen Russell and a guy named Patrick Moxie, they signed me to, I was the only DJ signed to Rush Management at that time.
Wow. Shout out to that.
Yeah, shout out to Rush.
Yeah, shout out to Leo, shout out to Russell,
Look,
shout out
yeah.
to Patrick Moxie. So when I met Leo, it was like a 9-month period before I wound up going on tour with Run DMC. So from that moment, he started sending me out to open up for Rush artists.
Oh, wow.
So I would open up for Stetsasonic,
Yeah.
Big Daddy Kane, just different artists at that time. And he was trying to force me to DJ for some of these artists. Like, yo, like, no, we already got a DJ. No, but I got a DJ.
But I got a guy.
My DJ's better
believed
than
in
all
you.
your fucking DJ. That's how Leo talks. My DJ's better than your fucking
He
DJ.
believed in you, yes.
Get rid of him and put scratch on, and and now I can't do that. I can't,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he was like, all right, so look. And I didn't want to take anybody's job, so I'm like, yo, just let me open for them.
Yeah.
And that's what he would do. He just had me open for different Rush artists at that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody wanted me to DJ for them.
Did Eric and Parrish understand that? Were they kind of like, yeah, we understand your sign, or were they real like, nah, that's our guy? Like, well, I'm sure, how.
No, once I got down with them, that was it.
Yeah.
Once I got, they was like, yo, you want to rock with us. Once I got down with them, that was it. And once when we were on hiatus, that's when I go DJ for other artists.
Right.
So when we finished Unfinished Business and did the tour, and then once we went on hiatus, I would DJ for other artists like KRS-One. Like KRS-One, D-Nice was DJing for him at the time.
Okay.
And D-Nice got his first record deal, so he had to go to London to record his album.
Right.
So I DJ'd for KRS-One.
Oh, nice.
And in place of D-Nice until D-Nice album
Yeah.
was done. But yeah, everybody was pulling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's love.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's the next plateau, this moment? Because now you're getting your feet wet. People know who you are. You're touring. You're opening up for people. Signed to Rush. What's that next moment where you're like, okay, now things are really changing here?
Well, we was just, it was just basically same thing, going to work. Like, it's time to start working on the next album. It's that same process. We come up with beats, they go away and write. We come back, we start recording, lay scratches. It was just a rinse and repeat.
Right.
And it seemed like it was so many years, but it was a very short period of time from 1988 when I got down with them until they broke up in 92.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a short period of time.
Yeah.
So
did you already have something in place when they broke up? Did you already feel like, okay, I did a couple gigs with such and such, I could probably slide in here? Or was it a period for you, like, really got your footing?
Oh, no, like, when they're off tour on hiatus, I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
Because my first tour was overseas with Run DMC.
Right.
So I'll be doing parties overseas.
Yeah.
When they broke up, I actually chilled home for a while because that was the first time I had off. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time, like I said, I had a son.
Yeah.
At that time, so I was missing holidays and all of that shit. So when they broke up, it was a blessing in disguise for me. So I was able to chill home with the family.
Right.
So I'm gonna be nosy.
What's up?
She's the nosy one.
Yeah,
I'm the nosy one.
She's a Gemini.
So-
it's part of their...
I'm a Gemini
we,
too.
We
Ah,
Geminis.
damn.
We understand this here.
Yeah.
So you doing all of this DJing, being gone and all that stuff, did that have a bad impact on your relationship, who you was
No.
with?
Surprisingly, no.
Wow.
Okay.
Because you if you don't have a woman that's understanding, it's never gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
And while you was out, did you stay communicating?
Yeah, as much as I could at that time,
Right.
because we didn't have cell phones. You know how much cell phones was back
Cell
then.
phones is mad, mad money.
So it
yes.
was just strictly you call from your hotel phone, but when you get that hotel bill, you got to pay that.
Right.
So I would just improvise. Like I would call home from the venue because that's not being charged to me.
Right.
So I'll go in the production office. Yo, I need to make a phone call. I'll call the crib. Get back from sound check, come back to the venue, call the crib. You know what I mean? So I would just do that type of shit. And I had a beeper. But at that time, I didn't have a Sky page at that time. So that shit would only work New York, Jersey, Connecticut. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
You made it work. In other words,
just made it work. Yeah, yeah.
Did you have any production records that were kind of going hammer time? That's like, okay, this is a little different money than just DJing. Did you have that record yet with anything with EPMD that made your lifestyle a little bit different, or did that come a little bit
man,
later
because I
on?
didn't have the business. I didn't have the knowledge of the business. Like my
Okay.
first hit record was Rampage. I produced
Yeah.
Rampage.
Wow.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah. So if I had the knowledge of business at that time, yeah, my shit would have been a lot different early. You know what I mean? Early in the game. But, we making a ton of money touring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We doing that. But I didn't like I said, the breakup was a blessing in disguise for me because I was home. I actually stopped doing DJ gigs overseas and stuff like that because I needed to learn the business.
Sure.
So I met a woman at ASCAP, and I told her, I'm like, yo, can you teach me this shit? And she was like, yo, you're the first person
Wow.
that actually said, I don't know how to do it. Can you show me how to do it? Because she said a lot of artists, a lot of men, the egos kick in and be like, yo, They don't want you to know that they don't know this shit.
Right.
Sure.
So she showed me, taught me everything, taught me the business about publishing and all of that type of shit. And shortly after that, that's when I started producing for other artists at that time. And then now I know what mechanicals are.
Yeah.
I know what publishing.
You know what to look for. You know what to expect.
I know there's a writer's check and a publisher's check.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mechanical, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I started learning the business part.
Man, shout out to the people who are willing to give information.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, we did an interview with a guy who was a session player during like the Motown era, and he talked about they would pay them in alcohol and women and cigarettes.
No money.
Yeah, and it came to light because, you know, he just like you talked about, he loved what he was doing back then. But then when Kanye and Kid Rock and people started sampling his music, it's like, hold on, his brother might have some money out here.
Yeah.
And they went and got him, you know, a lot of his money. So it turned out to be a good story. But just to hear that's all he was expecting at the time.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, nobody knew the business.
Right.
So it's like you coming out of the street or wherever you coming from.
Yeah.
Nobody comes into the music business knowing the music business.
Yeah.
Nobody. Like there's artists right now that got hundreds of thousands of dollars in publishing. They have no idea that it's there.
Yeah.
And they're not going to think about it because they're making money, show money right now.
Yeah.
Right.
But nobody comes into this shit knowing the business. But I would say that today's artists should know it because the information is there now.
Yes.
We didn't have the information
No.
at that time. So I was like, shit, I was lucky to actually, you know, have a second shot at it, you know, during my career. Like after EPMD broke up, and have time to learn it and actually go out there and make records.
Right. Right.
Everybody don't have that second shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now, you know, all of the information, there's books, there's all kind of shit now where
A lot of stuff.
so there's no
behind.
excuse that you don't know the shit now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's mid-90s. EPMD breaks up. You're getting more knowledge. You're understanding the business a little bit more. Busta Rhymes. How do you come into that relationship? How did that evolve for you to become you being a part of Legendary Records?
Well, Busta was, we were managed by Rush Management.
Okay.
Leaders of the New School was part
Shout
of
out to
Rush
Leaders of the
Management,
New School.
Yes.
Yeah, Leaders of the New School. A Tribe Called Quest. The whole Native Tongues was managed by Rush Management.
Okay.
At that time, so that's how I know them. You know, they're younger. You know what I mean, but that's how I know them. And one day I ran into Rampage downtown Brooklyn, shopping, and he was like, "Yo, I need some beats." I'm like, "All right." He gave me his number and the address, so I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna come see you in about a week." So I went to his crib, and I played him a beat. And when I got there, Busta was there.
Wow.
I'm like, oh shit, without Bust was good. So I played Rampage the beat. He didn't like the beat. And Busta was like, yo, can I get that? And I'm like, and at that time, he had got kicked out of the Leaders of the New School.
Oh, wow.
At that time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what are you doing? What you gonna do with it?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And he was like, nah, I got a solo deal. I'm like, say word. So I gave him the beat tape. It was a cassette. Gave him the beat.
Yeah.
We swapped numbers and then we started working, and the rest was history with that.
Wow.
Good
Wow.
God. Yep.
That beat was for his first album. That beat was "Do My Thing."
Oh, wow.
It was the beat for that.
Wow. Yeah. What was that creative process like? Because Buster is, you know, clearly one of the more creative, colorful artists. Did you get a chance to, you know, there's a lot of times, you know, sometimes producers aren't in the room with the artist while they're creating. Did you get a chance to see what he was doing? Like, just speak to that a little bit.
Yeah, that's the only way I want to make records. I don't like
Yeah.
making records by just sending the music.
Love that.
You can tell when somebody's not in the room with the
Yeah.
producer.
Yeah.
That vocal production.
But with Busta, I know how he's a colorful artist, and so with him, we basically had a great chemistry because I would test him.
Yeah.
I would test him. So I would make a beat, and let's say the drums is just doing something different. Like the kick is where the snare is, and the snare is where the kick is.
Yeah.
And I sent it to him like, yo, can you rap over that?
Wow.
Like, yo, the beat is going backwards. Rap backwards.
Yeah.
And he would do it.
Wow.
So I would test him, you know what I'm saying? So it was like his ego. So I'm testing his ego. I
Right.
bet you can't rap over this. You know what I'm saying? He would rap over it.
Right.
So that's basically what happened. So that flip mode sound is actually my sound.
Wow.
Nice. Let's give it up. Yes.
And our records came out as good as they did because he 100% trusted me.
I was just going to
That's what
ask
it's
you
about.
because,
That's
know,
what
a
it's
lot
about.
of these guys have big egos. He was willing to, was there some bumping heads in the studio? I don't know about that.
No.
Like he
would
allowed
trust
you
me.
to, yeah.
He trusted me.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So the you got records with Busta Rhymes. You start. I mean, we're looking at the list. We're going through the bio, and there's so many that we could talk about. And I wish we had more time to talk about.
I'll give you a
everything.
quick example. Pardon me for cutting you off.
No, you're good.
Give me some more. I gave him that beat for his first album. So I gave him that beat in 1995.
Right.
But nobody was making beats like that at the time.
Yeah.
And he didn't understand that bounce. And I would always give him weird shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was considered weird then because nobody was doing that.
Exactly.
And he was like, nah, I can't fuck with that one, you know.
Yeah.
And I give him something else.
Yeah.
He'd rap over that. And then years later, like maybe 3-4 years later, that's when Timbaland got popular with that bounce.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, yo, you still got that beat?
Right.
I'm like, which one? He was like, yo, remember the shit that bounce, that feel like that Timbaland shit? I'm like, yeah. So I found the disc, uploaded the disc, tracked it, and he literally went in the other room and wrote Give Me Some More in 20 minutes, the first two verses.
Wow.
So went in the room, he played this shit for me. I'm like, this shit is crazy. But I'm like, it's too short. You got to add a third verse.
Yeah.
Went back in there, another 15 minutes, third verse was done. And I don't know if you know how Busta is. He's very... No, he's just very animated.
Yeah.
So anytime we like a record, we literally be fighting in the studio,
Yeah.
like slamming each other against the wall. Boom, boom. Yo, this shit's crazy. So that's what happened with Give Me Some More.
Yeah. What does that feel like for you when you're hearing it in the clubs, you're hearing it on radio? I mean, you're DJing, obviously, so you know what crowds are reacting to. What does that feel like when you're in that moment? You're in a space where a club and you're playing a record you produced, and it's people, you don't have to sell people on it. People are going crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What is that feeling like, man? Because that's got to be special.
Yeah, it feels great. Like the first time I heard So What You Saying,
Yeah.
I was in Coney Island. In Coney Island, it was this ride called the Himalaya, and that's where everybody hung out.
Yeah.
So that's where the hood hung. Like not the nerd cats, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the street cats would be at the Himalaya, and So What You Saying came on, and I was like, oh shit! So my boys was like, yo, that's my man. I'm like, don't do that.
Yeah.
We all the way out here in Coney Island. You know,
Yeah.
gonna get me jammed up.
Yeah.
But it was weird. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it was weird, but it was a great feeling, of course. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So even to this day, if I hear my records on the radio, I get excited. Like, shit,
Sure.
this record was 30 years ago and they still playing it. This is great.
Yeah.
That means that this is a great record.
Thomas.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna name off of, I mean, for the people who are watching this show, some of the artists that you've worked with, and we could literally spend an hour on each artist because you've done some legendary things and worked with legendary people. But I'm gonna go through the list, and you, from moments that maybe stick out a little bit more, because when you get a chance and you have the fortune of being a part of so many records, you could either get to a point where it's like, I don't want to say jaded, but it's like, oh yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah.
But some of those moments might stick out more, whether it was maybe where you were at in your life, what you went through with the artist. So I'm just gonna name a few, and then you just tell me if there's something like, what was it special about that moment working with them?
Right.
LL Cool J.
First time I worked with L, I actually had to trick somebody to get on the LL record at that time because, of course I know LL because we
Sure.
toured with him for forever. You know what I'm saying? And once I started producing, producing a lot, at that time it was a particular DJ, and he became an A&R at Def Jam. But he was he's a DJ. So at that time, a lot of DJs were feared. They feared me. You know what I'm saying? And this particular DJ, I don't know why, if he liked me or not, but he feared and he hated. Right. Being a producer, I noticed that a lot of A&Rs were producers who couldn't make it.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
that's real. That's real talk.
A lot of failed producers. So they would hate on motherfuckers that produce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for example, I would give a beat CD to the A&R for Jadakiss. That beat tape would never make it to Jadakiss.
Wow.
Or he'll pick and choose whatever.
Right.
And that's an A&R's job.
Sure.
But you're supposed to give the whole thing to the artist.
Let them decide what.
And then you start doing your artist and repertoire shit.
Sure.
So with LL, it was that type of situation. So and I had to do that with another artist as well. But I had to tell the A&R. I had somebody tell the A&R it was a Dr. Dre's beat.
Hey, look, we had to do.
Right, by any means necessary.
Because as soon as he heard Dr. Dre, he didn't even listen to it.
Wow.
Just passed it off.
He just passed it.
Wow.
He just passed it to L. But I hit L. Told you, that's my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We cutting through red tape. We do what we gotta do.
But with LL is the fastest writer that I've ever worked with, that I ever seen.
Shout out
I ever
to
seen. Yeah. And Busta writes fast, but LL was the fastest writer I've ever seen. And when I did the first record I did for him was Ill Bomb. And that was actually for Funkmaster Flex's and Big Cat, rest in peace, their compilation album.
Yeah.
So I gave the beat to Flex. I was like, Jay-Z or LL can only have this beat.
Wow.
Don't give this shit to nobody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is a special record. And then I was like, matter of fact, give it to LL because Jay was scorching hot at that time.
Yeah.
And I was DJing for Jay-Z at that time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, give it to LL. And LL got the record. They told me he finished the record, so he wanted me to come to the studio. So I came to the studio. He was like, yo, this shit is fire, dude. You got more joints. I'm like, yeah, that beat tape that I gave home to give to you.
Yeah.
Those joints, and he used every one of those records on that GOAT album.
That's respect.
Yeah, so.
Big respect.
Next artist, I don't want to lead you into who we're going to talk about here, but if you could just take a look at my socks and my T-shirt here. Wu-Tang Clan, man. So what was those moments like?
Man,
what stands out to you?
My standout moments with Wu-Tang is touring with them for the past few years.
Yeah.
Recent. When they did the New York State of Mind tour, the first leg of the tour was Wu-Tang, Busta, and Nas.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Second leg was Wu-Tang, De La Soul, and Wu-Tang and De La Soul. And then we did the Wu-Tang residency, Vegas residency. But just working with Wu-Tang, man, it's like it's the greatest rap group of all time. Greatest they're like superheroes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll never see anything like that again.
Yeah, and just touring with them, I can see like, every group has dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? But them brothers, like, they can argue or whatever, but when it's time to form Voltron, they're undefeated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Amazing.
But Wu-Tang is the greatest super group ever.
Ever.
Man.
Wu-Tang again.
I watched a video on your page where you were cutting up the record and Meth was just watching and amazing it. It was him and a few people, but
Yeah, it was him and Master Killer and their DJ Mathematic.
Yeah, just that adoration
That
for
was
what
like pre-show. You was getting ready, right?
Yeah, it was sound check.
Yeah.
At the Vegas residency. That's what that was.
Just that respect amongst people who have done so much, man. That's gotta be a great fit.
And DJing for them, that basically came on because me and RZA did an album together.
Okay.
During the pandemic. So that you know, that relationship just grew.
Yeah.
And he did basically an off-Broadway play, Wu-Tang Broadway play before we did that tour, which was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was working with RZA like, man? I mean, he's got to be one of the most complex, creative minds that have walked this earth, man. What did you learn, walk away from, or just see that you're like, wow, this is a different level?
RZA is my biggest inspiration. Like, he's
I can see that.
I wouldn't even say he's a workaholic. It's just like he's a workaholic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like he's doing films, he's scoring movies.
Yes.
He's acting. He's doing this, he's doing that. He's putting the tour together. Like, he's the first one there, the last one to leave. And it's like, I never see the dude tired. You know what I'm saying? But then he did an album with an orchestra that he put out recently.
Wow. Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. So just watching him is, if you cannot be around this guy and not be inspired.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So wrote the Wu-Tang American Saga series.
Yeah. Amazing show.
I enjoyed watching him on Drink Champs.
Yeah.
Listening to him.
Yeah, great interview.
Definitely.
Great.
Yeah, great interview.
So much insight, so much wisdom, man.
Yeah, I definitely thank RZA for just
Let's
giving
give it
me a
up for
shot in the
RZA.
arm
Yeah, man.
of inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
There's a name artist on this list that stands out a little bit from the normal ones that you normally work with. Metallica is on this list.
Yeah.
Talk about that. That's a different level of already legends that you've been a part of, but Metallica's on the other side of legendary for what they do. How did that come about?
That came about through Flatbush Zombies. Shout out to Flatbush Zombies. Yeah. That happened during the height of the pandemic, actually. They reached out, their manager reached out, and it was like, yo, they're working on an album with Metallica, and Flatbush Zombies has been chosen to work with Metallica, but they want you to scratch on the record.
Wow.
I was like, what?
Wow.
I've been blessed to have a great career, and honestly, I haven't looked back yet.
Sure.
Because I'm still doing
Still
things.
carving it out,
So I haven't really been, just sit back and just look like, damn, I did this. I'm not there yet, still, because I'm still moving forward. But that moment, that shit right there, I was just like, Metallica?
Yeah.
Like, I've worked with everybody in hip hop and R&B.
Yeah.
But Metallica, I'm like, I call my moms, like, Mom, I'm gonna scratch on a Metallica album.
do your kids? You gotta tell the kids like, hey, look, man, I know this might not be, but this is a big deal right here. Like,
nah, it's like that was crazy. So I did the scratches, sent them back. It was like, yo, this shit is fire, and I still didn't think that this shit was gonna happen. I'm like, this is Metallica,
yeah,
and it was like, once I got the release date, it was like, yeah, this shit gonna drop on this day. And then as the dates got closer, they start sending me stuff to release and stuff like. I was like, this shit is really gonna fucking happen.
Yes.
Wow. And then that shit dropped, I was like, yeah, that was a fan moment for me.
Yeah,
It was a fan moment for me.
Who's on the list that's for you? That's a bucket item. Who would you like to? You haven't had a chance to work with yet. That's like, man, I would love it if that became possible.
Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige.
Yes.
Mary J. Blige.
What is it about? I mean, obviously,
Mary.
you know,
It's Mary.
She's legendary.
It's Mary, legendary.
But for you, what do you want to bring
Mary.
to her?
That's it. It's Mary.
You could just say that it's Mary.
It's Mary.
There's only a few people you could just say that it's Mary. Come on,
It's Mary.
it's Mary. What are we talking about here?
And I actually did a joint that she sung the hook on. We actually did it together in the studio. Like, we worked, like, it wasn't sent to her and she sent the vocal.
Right.
She came to the studio. It was because I did the first single on Rod Digger's album at that time.
Shout out Rod
Digger. First solo album.
Yeah.
Jersey. For real.
And,
Yep.
and Mary J. Blige did the hook. So she came in. Like, yo, you need anything? You need something to drink, whatever. Got her whatever she needed. She sat there, listened to the beat. I'm like, yo, Mary's about to sing on my motherfucking beat. I'm like, oh, shit. went in the booth, sang the shit, we mixed the record down, and then the single got denied because Rod Digger's label, head of her label, and Mary's label at the time were beefing. So they didn't allow the clearance. So the record never came out.
See, that'd be
Politics.
the corny
Yeah, somebody
part.
got to get pulled up on at that point. Like, no, this record about to come out.
I still have the record though.
When it should be about the record,
Right.
not the beef.
Yeah.
Right.
Politics in the industry, man. A lot of great records. The Mtume. Remember we were in the writing class with Mtume.
Yep.
The legendary James Mtume.
Yep.
He said something that blew my mind that I couldn't comprehend at the time, but now makes it's sad. He said there's way more hit records that have never been released than that.
That's a fact.
And
Absolutely.
I couldn't process it because I was a new writer in the industry, so that didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I got
but
a lot of
being in the
shit
industry, it's
I know
I
you
got
do.
a lot of
Yeah.
shit that didn't come out just because of politics.
yeah.
Man, I can tell you with the work I'm doing now, man, all these real reels, there's a lot of songs that never made it out. No way off of there. It's a lot of them, Dress. I do a lot of work with UMG, so it's a lot of stuff on those reels that never made it out.
Like a record that I just put out is a record that, because of politics, it never came out. And I dropped it, the Breathless, featuring The Other Side. The Other Side is a group from Brooklyn, featuring 5 Foot MC from Black Moon. Because of politics, this record never came out. And I'm like, now I'm putting this shit out now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
We did records on Rihanna. When they changed the name of the album, they kept the record and never came out.
yeah, it's a lot of that. I know you got a lot of shit in the stash.
I'd be like, can I buy that back, please?
We're going to dedicate the second time, because we're going to fight to have you come back in here and just play some unreleased records, man. Because that
I can't play that. I can't play that unreleased.
I know
this
you.
internet shit is now, like that should be all over everything.
Yes.
You know
What?
I know you
even do
talked
that.
about it because you was talking on Instagram about it. You was pulling out a lot of joints like, why Busta didn't rhyme over this one?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I know you got a stash right now, joints.
He keep tracks.
Right, yeah.
I'm still waiting on more.
I got some more shit.
Don't let him leave this building without good. We would
I'll be sending Chanel joints.
Man.
The vocals on this joint
she,
right now.
she got a lot of tracks in the vault. We would be remiss if we didn't talk about what you got going on right now. You have such a long spanning history of stuff that you've done, but what's happening right now?
What's going
What are you
on with
working
Scratch
right
Vision,
now?
everything, yeah.
Yeah, I just dropped an album, The Score of 1984. One day I was in the crib and was making beats, and I was using like the old sounds, like from the Lynn drum and
Yeah.
the Moog and all of that. So when I finished making the beat, and before when I used to make beats, I would make a beat with an artist in mind,
Yeah.
and I don't do that anymore. Now I just let it flow.
Yep.
So when the beat is done, then I'll be like, then I'll decide who it sounds like and who should perform on this record. So when I made this beat, I'm like, damn, this should sound like it belongs on Grand Theft Auto. Or
We listened to it earlier.
Yeah.
Q
Yeah.
pulled it up, played
The thing
it,
is,
and I was like, yeah.
I was looking at it. I was like, yo, did he put Tibbs on? He's going Miami Vice with this joint right now.
Yeah.
Like, okay. I'm listening to it. I'm like, yo, okay.
But I
I see
love
where
it.
you
yeah,
went
from the
to.
song titles.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so when I
You had
so,
Tibbs and all that, right?
so I made another beat. So I just stayed in that zone that day. Made the second beat. I'm like, this should sound like some Miami Vice shit. I feel like putting on some espadrilles and a seersucker suit. And I just stayed in that vibe that day, and I just made 10 joints that day. And then I'm like, I might as well put this shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And actually I made 9, and I was like, I might as well put this shit out. Just put out Miami Vice theme beat album, you know what I mean? And then my manager's always pushing, yo, you got to put one vocal on there. So I made another joint. Then I got my man sing some shit on there real quick. And then I was like, I'm gonna just put this shit out. I'm gonna put this shit out. And then the original title was Miami Vice Beats. And when I submitted it, they declined it because of the title, Miami Vice.
Wow.
Copyrights with that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so I changed it. So I was like, all right, Score of 1984 because
Wow.
I love the title.
Nah, that's amazing.
That's dope.
and Miami Vice came out in 84. That's one of my favorite crime dramas and all of that. So I was just like, all right, Score for 1984.
Yeah.
And I still named the songs out of from the
Right.
detectives on the
Sure.
show and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I love it. I love it. Anybody else that you're working with right now that you're excited about? People that you got your eye on, things you got your hands on? Because I see you got a lot of things that you're doing in the middle of right now.
Yeah, right now, man, I'm just like, you know, the way everything has changed, the music business is so weird now. You know what I'm saying? The DJ business is weird now. You know what I mean? So I dropped the other joint, Breathless. That's a joint that was in the vault.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna drop a few more of those joints. But I'm just at this point right now, I'm just like focusing on DJ Scratch, the artist.
Yeah.
Right now.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And I would have like debates with other DJs because a lot of DJs be mad at DJ Khaled.
Sure.
Shout out to DJ Khaled.
Word,
Shout out to
for
DJ
sure.
Khaled.
And I'm like,
We the best.
and I'm like, you can't. I'm like, instead of being mad at Khaled, you need to study DJ Khaled.
Absolutely.
You need to study him.
Yeah.
And they're like, why? I'm like, because Khaled was a DJ. Khaled used to be a turntablist and all that back in the days.
Yep.
But now Khaled has transitioned to an artist. And if you're gonna and I said study the EDM DJs as well. And they're like, nah, fuck them. I'm like, no. You have to study them.
Yeah.
So like, yo, how they make so much money? How they paying $100,000 to $300,000? I said, because they're artists. They'll never pay a DJ that amount of money
Right.
to play other people's records, but they will pay an artist to perform
Right.
their
Yeah.
records.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said, so you have to understand that part.
That wisdom.
They're performing, they're on stage playing the music that they made. They're not
Right.
playing other people's shit.
Yeah.
That's what an artist is.
Right.
Like, you're not going to see Big Daddy Kane performing Rakim records.
Right.
You're going to see Kane performing his shit.
Yeah.
That's an artist. Artists get artist money, DJs get DJ money. So if you're trying to get artist money, you got to become an artist.
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And the EDM DJs, they perform, and a lot of them are not real DJs. They're producers, but in that era, I mean, in that lane, you have to perform as a DJ, not as an artist. And also, this is a jewel for everybody. In R&B and hip hop, right? So, for example, if I do get a Mary J. Blige
Right.
record, so it can be
You will?
DJ Scratch, I will. So it'll be DJ Scratch featuring Mary J. Blige, right? Me as a DJ, I can never perform that record anywhere
Why?
because
It
it's Mary singing.
Mary.
on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only way it'll work for me is if Mary is with me performing it.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
I can never get booked for that song by myself. But was Mary coming? Nah, she not coming. Well, I'm not booking you for this shit. You know what I'm saying? It could be the #1 record in the country. I'll never get booked for that song
Right.
unless Mary's there.
Wow.
But in the dance music world, it's the producer
Who's
comes
the
first.
artist?
Yeah.
So they can have, Calvin Harris can have Mary J. Blige on a record and nobody gives a fuck. They're going to hear the record like, okay, they're going to sing it, but it's about the producer. In the dance music world, there Rihanna records, all kind of just different big stars,
Sure.
and it doesn't matter if they're there or not, depending on their booking.
Right.
And that's what you got to focus on now. So that's the shit I'm on right now, becoming an artist.
The artist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, but that's a formula everybody ain't trying to follow because they not looking at it like that. They just looking at it as hate. Like, why are they getting that? Like you said, why are they getting all this money?
Yeah.
But
Right.
I can't get this money if I produced this track and I did that. But like you said, Calvin Harris, I know Calvin Harris, but just listen to the joints that he dropped. You know what I'm saying? And he's
Yeah.
out there performing these songs, DJing these songs, doing all this stuff. Can't be mad at that man for what he doing.
That's right. And that's why I say study Khaled, because Khaled is the closest to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Khaled is making hip hop and R&B.
Yeah.
He's the closest to that. So he gets booked regardless of whoever's on that record. Khaled is on stage. Khaled got a DJ. Shout out to DJ Nasty.
Shout
And,
out to
he's playing the records that he made. He's playing the Beyonce and Jay-Z record. He's playing the Rihanna record, the Drake records he got. And it doesn't matter if they're not there or not, because the way it's set up around him, not
Yeah. The
the
record
artist.
exists on
Yeah.
its own.
Right.
That's a great thing.
Beautiful thing. That's big
DJs,
knowledge,
yeah.
man. The
For sure.
DJs, yeah.
Become artists.
Hopefully paying attention to that. All right. We're here at one of our favorite segments on the show. This is important. It's called Either Or. We're going to give you two things, could be a person, place, or thing. And you got to pick one, whether it's what you relate to, whether you just choose it, whether it means more to you, whatever that person, place, or thing is. But you got to stand on your 10 toes, man. You got to say it with your chest. You can't hedge your bets. Can't say both. We let last show, we let somebody pick both. I didn't like it.
These joints are cutthroat, scratcher. Just get ready.
Yeah, man. You know, some of them you might have to pick one because of a relationship. We had Big Bub on. I think, you know, somebody still owed him some money, so we understand why he picked who he picked.
Right.
But yeah, we just want to know which one of these where your head is at.
All right, let's go.
You got to live with your choices. So I'm gonna let DJ Q take these for you, man.
All right, we got breaking or scratching.
Scratching.
Immediately, I like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
I wanted to see if he was gonna pay homage to the.
Okay.
But I figured it might have been scratch, but we'll see.
DJ Flex or Red Alert.
Red Alert.
All day. All day.
He didn't.
Never skip, never drop.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beat Street or Crush Groove.
Crush Groove.
Oh, I went with Beat
Yeah.
Street. I went with Beat Street. She said Crush Groove.
Who would say Crush Groove? I mean, who would say Beat Street over Crush Groove?
Right.
To me, there was so much culture in Beat Street, from Crazy Legs to the tagging to the. It was just so much in there. Why
Yeah,
Crush
but
Groove?
Jam Master Jay said, "Yeah, I said no
music.
more auditions."
No.
Yes, I said no more.
LL came in and said, "Box."
No.
on,
Okay.
man.
Crush Groove is
Epic
pretty
moment.
For sure. Now, this way it gets a little harder.
Yeah.
Jay-Z or Nas.
Jay-Z.
Brooklyn.
Nah, it's not even Brooklyn. It's not even a Brooklyn.
This
Okay.
is Jay-Z.
Listen, Illmatic is the greatest hip hop album ever recorded,
Yes, yes.
but Jay-Z. Not because he's from Brooklyn.
Okay.
It's just Jay-Z.
Got you.
I don't know, man. That Brooklyn crew, they're
Just
real biased
Jay.
over a lot of things. I don't know.
Jay-Z.
I love it.
All right, so vinyl or Serato?
Vinyl.
That.
Vinyl.
That gotta give it up for that, man.
Yes.
Word out.
Is there any benefits? Because you're from that school, and obviously you helped bring that in. Is there any benefits to Serato? Is there anything where it's like, okay,
Absolutely.
that's-
Like you on stage now, you ain't got to worry about the feedback, the skipping, the record skipping, anything like that. Yeah, you got to move forward with technology. But I get booked a lot for vinyl,
Sure.
Yeah,
like
classic.
to this day.
Yeah.
To this day, it's like because now anybody can get a computer and put songs in their fucking iTunes but everybody don't have vinyl. So
Yeah.
now vinyl is becoming
Yeah.
more special now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
is.
So
It's becoming a thing again. A lot of young kids are
all
like
the
buying
DJs that
vinyl.
had
love
vinyl
hearing
back
the
in the
little
days, they running on
crackling
eBay trying to buy their
sometimes.
shit back that
Yeah.
they sold. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Even like the new 45 sets that everybody doing now.
Yeah,
It's
all of a
great
sudden
thing.
everybody 45 DJ now. I'm like,
Yeah.
All right, next one.
LL Cool J or 50 Cent?
LL Cool J.
Any reason particularly?
In particular,
Yeah.
You work for both.
LL was a GOAT.
Okay.
Yeah,
He was
the
the
GOAT.
first. LL was the first hip hop megastar.
Right.
The first hip hop
Solo,
solo
right?
megastar.
Solo.
Yeah.
Right.
Like this dude.
For sure.
This dude. Before the year 2000, it's LL. Like it's
His
LL Cool
energy
J.
is unmatched.
Like
I
this dude
love
has
watching
been
him
on
perform.
stage and drives on stage and the shit lifts up. The DJ's up there, the shit lifts up, and he drives on stage in a Ferrari. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Have you ever seen that tour?
No,
I haven't.
Walking with a Panther?
I haven't seen it.
Come on, man.
I gotta look that up.
LL Cool J.
Now, I know he got that remixed, right, by Marley, right?
Yeah.
So thinking about it, I'm like, okay, I remember he got a lot of bad feedback about that first one. What did you think about those two?
Which
Like,
one? Which ones?
The Walk Like a Panther. Remember, he came out with the remix joints of most of the songs off of that album.
Yeah, the Walking with a Panther album wasn't as good as the album before that. So the remixes is what basically just made his shit.
Go up.
Because the album still went platinum anyway.
Right.
Like, it still went platinum. But the remixes made his shit bang in the club.
Right.
Bang in the club, yeah. But yeah, that tour was amazing though. And shout out to 52. Like,
Right. Shout out to 50. Word up.
like, have you ever cut a 50 Cent record? cut up.
Give me an example of what you mean. Like what kind of?
LL, cool, J. It's yeah.
For sure.
That's why I choose LL.
Got you.
It's the body of work.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
It's the body of work.
For sure. All right, DJ in a packed New York club or overseas festivals?
New York.
Any particular reason why? The Mecca?
Yeah, because I'm just, I'm home. You know what I mean? Like, there's no place like home. There's no place like home.
All right, next question. So DJing in a New York club over an overseas festival.
Yeah.
But those overseas festivals, those are pretty intense.
Yeah, they're special. They're special.
Yeah, 50, 60, 70,000 people. That's.
But it's like
crazy.
when I'm DJing a festival, you're so far away from the crowd.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like 100,000 people. Yeah, they're screaming, they're going crazy, but you don't feel that energy. Like when you're in a New York club, like everybody's right there. You know what I mean? It's like I love doing small venues for that energy.
Sure.
You can actually see how you're affecting people's moods.
Yeah.
When you drop a record.
And that's why you do
it.
it. That's why you're doing it.
And in a festival, it's just like everybody does the same thing.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna jump. They're gonna put their hands up, but you're not seeing a dude grinding on a chick in the crowd. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you don't see that.
Yeah.
So so New York clubs. Yeah.
Okay. Right. This one I think I know the answer to, but I'm going to ask it anyway. DJ Spenderella, Coco Chanel.
Whew, I'm not answering that.
There's always one question that nobody wants to answer.
And the only reason I'm not gonna answer that question because they're both students of mine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Coco Chanel used to come to the dojo. Spinnerella used to come to the dojo.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're great at what they do.
But they're the two goats.
Right.
Okay, let's clap it up for
That's
both of them.
fair. We'll let you get away with heads. We don't like when people heads, but we'll let you get away.
They're not just the greatest DJ. They're my DJ.
Right.
That matters.
Your pupils. Just
Your
your
proteges, yes.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, last one. SP 1200, ASR.
Neither.
Oh.
MPC 2000.
Okay.
That was a question.
I never used neither one of those.
Wow.
Okay.
Strictly MPC. Like I had the MPC 60 and then graduated to the MPC 3000. That was really it.
The gentleman who was on before you, he had a MPC or FL because he talked about coming up on FL, but he still went with the MPC as well. If you got the MPC, man, it's a special relationship.
The greatest drum machine ever made, MPC 3000. The greatest.
Yeah.
And I ain't saying that because that's my shit, but
Yeah.
it's the greatest.
We've seen it. We've been fortunate enough to see a few guys, Rock Wilder, Kwame, some of these, done some special things with the MPC, man. It's when you guys know how to cut it up, man. That MPC is
Like Pete Rock on that SP 1200 makes that shit dance. Easy Mo B, Q-Tip, Lost Professor.
Easy.
They were the masters of the SP 1200.
Yeah.
And I used to always tell all of them, look, this 3000 can do the same thing that dude, but it got way more sampling time. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing the thing that made the SP 1200 great is that because it was 12 to 16 bit, meaning that when you sample drums in that SP 1200, it pops like no other.
It had a certain sound.
Yeah, it pops. It lowers a bit, so it slaps harder.
Yeah.
But what I figured out in the 3000, I can change the bit rate.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So when like all of that Busta shit, people thought I was using the SP 1200 because of the way my drums was knocking. I'm like, nah, just lower the bit rate on that shit. Nobody was doing that at that time. Yeah.
Dope.
Getting these gems.
They better get them. Let's give it up
The
for the
SP 1200
gems.
only had
Yes.
13 seconds of sampling time. The MPC had a minute and a half. Stereo, 3 minutes mono.
Wow.
So I would do a whole remix in my MPC. So like somebody would send me a DAT, I'll sample the entire acapella in the MPC 3000 and then make the beat around the acapella.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are those gems, man. You
Sure.
don't get that kind of training in the academy. Look, we could go on again. You've given us so much. thank you for sharing some of these stories, some of these gems. Thank you for trusting your craft and giving in to the passion that you have, man, because you've still going, but you've already carved out such a special career. So thank you for showing up.
Thank you for having me.
Sharing that with us.
Thank you for having me.
Before we let you leave, we're gonna get you off the couch and go into the studio and play one of your favorite records that you've done.
Okay. All right, let's do that.
All right.
Let's do that.
Right.
I'm Jay Marvin.
DJ Q.
Chanel Red in the back, the conductor. DJ Scratch in the building. We're going to have him get off the couch and play one of his favorite records. You are with the Get Off the Couch podcast. Thank you for joining us. We love you guys.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay Marvin.
And it's your boy DJ Q.
And we are here with legendary DJ Scratch. We got him up off the couch. We got all the information we needed from him. Now we just wanted to come in here and just be fans of some of the work that you've done. Tell us about this record and why you picked this one, why this one's special to you.
This one is special, and all of the records that I produced for Busta Rhymes are special, but this one has a particular first, and you know first is forever. Anything you do first is forever. So this is our first Grammy-nominated single. Give me some more.
So let's go and play that thing
Get
up.
it on.
Fired up. Fired up. It's legendary.
Yeah. As a shorty playing in the front yard of the crib, fell down and I bumped my head. Somebody helped me up and asked me if I bumped my head. I said, yeah. So then they said, oh, so that means you gonna switch it on them. I said, yeah, flip mode. Flip mode is the greatest. You know, and as a shorty, I was always told that if I ain't gonna be part of the greatest, I gotta be the greatest myself. Come on, yeah, come on. Yeah, nigga, what a surprise. Give you something, make a nigga close both of your eyes. All my niggas getting money capitalized. Die, little small guy, we on the rise. Everything a nigga touch, platinumized. Full of your quips, you know we coming all on supplies. Got a big gun and I'ma show you the size. You fuck with any of my flip mode family ties. Me and my niggas be coming through, stroking you out. Killing off any and everything you talking about. See you in the club, now we walking you out. Should've thought twice before you went and open your mouth. Yo, anyway, we stay keeping it moving. Fucking with the wrong nigga, hope you know what you're doing. Now blame me, all the same niggas is lame. It's not a game, make a name still splitting your brain. Y'all niggas had enough? Give me some more. Y'all niggas want the wild shit? Give me some more. Yo, split with the weed at? Give me some more. I know y'all niggas need that. Give me some more. Even though we getting money, you could give me some more. With the cars in the big crib, give me some more. Everybody spread love. Give me some more. If you want it, let me hear you say it. Give me some more. Splash with a rash, give me my cash, look at my ass. Running with my money, son, go out with a blast. Do what you want, the niggas cut in the corner, you fucking up the order. Go ahead and meet the reporter. Yo, she telling news on how you switch to a bitch. Little fake funny style, nigga, chill with a snitch. So now I pass you straight, I don't got nothing to ask you. Make a little room for me, you know my niggas to pass through. Cartier, Sidney Portier, hooray shit. Roll with all of my niggas from around the way shit. When I come through, your niggas know I do my thing. Bring more shit to generate money. Cha-ching. Arrest you, lyrically, flow will caress you. Bless you, then the nigga come to your rescue. Why you assuming nigga blossom and bloom? I'm coming soon, hit you with a boom, give me some room. Y'all niggas had enough? Give me some more. Y'all niggas want the wild shit? Give me some more. Hey, split with a weed at? Give me some more. I know y'all niggas need that. Give me some more. Even though we getting money, you can give me some more. Cars in the big crib, give me some more. Everybody's red love, give me some more. If you want it, let me hear you say it. Give me some more. Yo, live nigga shit, know what I mean? And represent while we getting money and reign supreme. Hope y'all niggas know we coming through full steam. Can't see me, better turn on your high beam. All my niggas while I'm ringing the siren. Flip mode, we go with niggas from my team. Never should you ever try to fuck with my cream. I OD when my shit get all in your bloodstream. Every time we be ripping and be blowing it down, blowing you all fucking with the hottest niggas around. Buckets with me and my people run through your town, holding it down, thinking the wild nigga give me my crown. Hey, all my people need to come and surround. A nigga be hitting so much I make you fall on the ground. Sure to make you shot, that's what I be all about. Turning you out, making all of you niggas fall out. Y'all niggas had enough? Give me some more. Y'all niggas want the wild shit? Give me some more. Hey, split with the weed at? Give me some more. I know y'all niggas need that. Give me some more. Even though we getting money, you can give me some more. With the cars in the big crib, give me some more. Everybody spread love, give me some more. If you want it, let me hear you say it. Give me some more.
Those drums are epic, man.
It's coming out the doorway.
Good stuff, man.
Massive.
Good stuff. Respect, brother.
Thank you.
Respect.
Sure, my dude.
I'm Jay Marvin.
I'm DJ Q.
DJ Scratch, the legendary. And don't forget, kid. Oh, yeah. Well, where can people find you on social medias if they want to
At DJ Scratch, spelled regular.
spell it regular? We're going to
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, MySpace.
And don't forget about the Scratch Vision app.
Scratch Vision app.
And he got a new project out that you guys should be checking out. It's got
My MySpace still on.
Yeah. I think somebody hacked my MySpace and catfished with my pictures. Don't forget, kids, it's never too late for you to get off the couch.